So you have no idea what this Singed is doing, or this one either. It's actually me, but it's just two different clips. Anyways, I'll be explaining what proxying is in this video. So, I'll start off with this clip of me playing against a Wukong. You can clearly see that my wave is in a very bad spot, because if I touch the minions, I'll get in a trade with the enemy which I will not win. So the only possible outcome is to proxy. This involves me going behind the enemy turret and killing the wave before it has arrived on lane. This removes any risk of fighting my laner, because if he does, he'll lose golden experience by chasing me. Singed is one of the best champions to ever do this, and proxying is considered a necessity for him because of his weak early game. As far as runes go, this should be the rune page you should run almost every single game. Props to Marvin for inventing it, of course. This combination of sorcery and domination makes up for some very good movement around the map, and great scaling with Ultimate Hunter and Eyeball Collection. Thanks to Phase Rush, proxying will never be a difficult task for you, and the enemy will have a very hard time getting to you without burning a summoner spell. In a situation where the enemy tries to chase you while you proxy a wave, you should always activate the Phase Rush rune and escape the dangerous situation with ease. A question you might be asking yourself is, when do I have to proxy? Well, the answer to that is very simple. It all depends on the state of your wave and how difficult your lane opponent is for Singed. For example, if you have a wave that is about to crash into your turret, it's not worth to go for the proxy. It's better to get the wave safely under turret first, and then depending on the champion you're facing, either go for a proxy or trade with the enemy laner. Singed has a lot of difficulties when facing champions that have ranged attacks and early game power spikes. When faced with such champions, it's always a good idea to farm behind the enemy turret. Sometimes even ignoring a wave is a better option than not farming for an entire 5 minutes. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you this short clip of me proxying level 1, so you guys understand better what to do, especially for level 1 Singed. I'm gonna move the camera here to my side of the map so you guys can see my minions. I do this because I want you guys to know that you can always keep track of the enemy minions just by looking at your map. Your minions and enemy minions spawn the same and move the same way. So, notice what I'm doing here while killing the minions. I do not have my poison on 24/7. I only tap it enough for them to have the poison procs, and then I move away. Now, I go into the enemy jungle and place a ward. I see that there's nobody here, so I move back and get the second wave. In this situation, if the enemy top laner moves for me, or I see the jungler here, what I will do is execute. But I don't see them anywhere, so I take the second wave with ease. Notice what I'm doing, I auto-attack the minions and just tap the poison. Now I get level 2, and this is a very important step. I level my E and I move behind the tier 2 turret. And over here, I would actually get the cannon wave. Every third wave is a cannon wave. Now, this step is very important. Over here, I damage only the small minions. I do not want to touch the cannon. I let it sit in the poison, but I do not auto-attack it. I only auto-attack the small minions. And after I get them, I'm gonna go ahead and execute. When you actually damage minions in League of Legends, their movement speed goes down. So before they arrive on lane, they're faster, but the moment they get into combat, their movement speed reduces. So what I did there, I damaged the canyon minion enough for it to arrive on lane, kill the other minions that have already shoved into the lane, and now I basically created a cannon wave that doesn't exist. Alright, let's go over the matchups now. Singe's playstyle places him kind of in a category of his own, so he's considered a specialist that usually plays the role of an anti-carry and not the carry in your team. And in certain situations, your playstyle closely resembles that of a support. So this is like 60% of your matchups, you will have to resort to proxying and avoiding champion interaction instead of fighting. Here are the worst matchups for Singed and how to play against them. The first one on the list is Dr. Mundo. You can't really lane against Mundo, so you'll always have to resort to proxying, and rushing Boots of Swiftness is a good idea because it denies a slow from his Q. Next one on the list is GP. You can't really beat him in a fair fight, so you should try to look for plays on the map. AFK farming won't help either because it kind of puts you in a risky spot, and if you fall behind GP, it's basically GG. You also get outscaled by him. Like really hard, and you should also avoid his passive whenever possible. Next up is Kale. For her, you basically need to find a way to kill her level 2, and if that doesn't work, just play safe under your turret and wait for a gank top. You lose lane against her and get hard outscaled, so in this scenario you need to get your team ahead in some way. Vayne is impossible to lane against, honestly, so you should always rush tabbies and try to go for a proxy, and if that doesn't work, just play under turret and let her chip you down low enough so you can do a cheesy kill with a flip under turret. Avoiding walls and turrets is always a very good idea against Vayne. Next one is Yorick. Honestly, this champ I just permaban it because it's absolutely unplayable against him. You need to rush Boots of Swiftness, try to roam and proxy because you can't lane against him at all. Be extremely mindful when ignoring waves because he can literally destroy your turrets to inhibs for like 1 second. Anathema's Chains can be a really good item against him also. If you want more information about the specific Singed matchups, you can check out the Singed matchup sheet in the description of the video, and credits to Kuba for actually creating it. Alright, so this part of the footage will be a little bit more raw, so I could actually explain it to you guys what my thought process when actually proxying with Singed. And as you can see, right now I'm playing against Teemo and a Kayn top right here. And I have a ward in the enemy jungle. So what's going on here? I stay in Tribush because my intention is to proxy level 1. So I see that the Teemo is moving back, so that would probably mean that he is going to leash for the Kayn right here, and I was right. They go and they leash for the red buff. So what do I do here? I stay in front of the tier 1 turret and I will try to shove the wave as fast as possible. And this is what I do. I shove it out like this while they're still busy with the red buff. So I take my time with taking the wave like this. And Teemo is right here. So I'll just take a couple of shots, that's not a problem because I'm zoning him from the XP. Get a little trade, no problem. I have pots and I heal back. So right here, I don't actually know where the Kayn is. I don't know if he went for Raptors or for Krugs. So this wave here is a very bad spot for me. So what I do is go Tribush. They saw me here. So I walk very carefully because I still don't know where the Kayn is. I ward here. I see that the Krugs are not here and this is a perfect proxy angle for me. So I just take this wave, which is also a cannon wave, third wave, as I told you earlier, guys. While Teemo is still busy with shoving this part of the wave out. And he can't really get much with this. So I get this wave, and I'm very low HP. I would hit level 3 after this. Actually, I wouldn't hit level 3, but now I know for a certain fact that Kayn is bot side, because we saw that his Krugs were missing. So I decide to take one more wave. I have vision of Teemo right now, so I'm in a pretty safe spot. I take my wave. Very low HP, but I would hit level 3, so that's not a problem. Boom, hit level 3, get the rest of the wave, and execute, because there's no reason for me to stay anymore. Now right here, I'm not walking back intentionally on lane, because I try to look for a roam angle. And I ping my scanner that we could actually do a play top. And what do I do here? I actually go top. I have Predator against Teemo, and we ping him. Boom, and from there, we just fight him and fucking kill him. Unfortunately, didn't get the stun, but I root him in my W. So boom, boom. He flashes, which is even better, and we get a kill. That's perfect for me. And right now, I'm in a really good spot. So notice what happens next. So right here, Teemo is shoving the wave into me. So I have flash here, so I would try to flip him under turret, because that's the only play for me. If I don't do that, I'm gonna be wasting a lot. And boom, I flip him, I kill him, and then I get the wave, and I shove out the other wave, which is like right here. So basically, that's GG from now on, because now I have an angle and timer where I could also proxy waves and roam for my map. So thanks to the things I did early game, I'm now free and I can roam the map like a lunatic and get my team really ahead. If you have any questions regarding the video, you can let me know in the description below. And not the video only, if you have any questions for proxying, Singed in general, I would be more than happy to help you guys. And if you want to catch me doing this live, I'm live on Twitch every single day, and a link will be provided in the description below. Thank you for watching, boys. I hope I actually taught you guys something, and I'll see you around. Goodbye, boys. Peace out.